Namaste Pisces. I'm doing a 2021 forecast for you. Today is January 1st, so yours is starting out in January. I did them all very early in December, and I don't know what happened to yours. And I didn't notice, and nobody mentioned it to me that Pisces was missing from the other 11 that I did publish on YouTube until days later. So I wasn't home when she told me. I said, oh, I'll upload it when I get home. I figured it must have been, or I'll publish it when I get home. I figured I must have forgotten to hit, public or something like that. And it wasn't there. So I don't know if I remember doing Pisces. So I must have thought that I uploaded it and then deleted everything from my camera thinking I was done. Like I said, this was like a week later that she was like, one person was like, where's Pisces? So if only that one person watches, I'm going to go ahead and do Pisces now and get you guys your reading for the year. Begin with Major Arcana card 3, the Empress. Awesome card. Represents the planet Venus and the signs of Libra, Taurus, and Gemini that she rules. Time to hop into action. Use your natural creativity to bring forth prosperity and success in your life. The Empress is a very feminine energy. There's more earth behind this. It's Major Arcana card, the Hermit. It's upside down though. Hermit represents the sign of Virgo, ruled by Mercury, Gemini's other ruler. So Mercury could be at play, or the energy rather of Gemini could be at play too, particularly since both of its rulers are here. But I think, and there is actually a Mercury retrograde in January. Begins around the 28th, I think, and Mercury goes into shadow on the 13th or 14th of this month. So that's another potential reason. But anyway, getting back to the Empress, it's a really good card. It represents feminine energy and just being very attractive, not necessarily physically, but that's one of the ways. But you could be attractive like in your work. People are admiring your work, the quality you put out. They're wanting to buy from you, or they're wanting you to handle their account. They're wanting to, work with you, sit next to you, give you a raise, a bonus, whatever the dynamic is. Or in romantic, ways, it could be that too, like a bunch of suitors or your actual love interest or mate just paying a lot of additional attention to you, maybe wanting to deepen the relationship. It is a time when we are guided to really pay attention to our feminine instincts, and intuition, of course, is included there, and maybe use it toward creativity. 3s represent creativity, creation, the creator, and can be about us, creating ways ourselves or through our creative outlets, doing things that help us to become more abundant. So like you like to draw, maybe you start selling your paintings, your drawings or whatever. You can tell I'm not an artist, right? I said draw and then I said your paintings. I'm not an artist. My kids are. I don't have an artistic bone in my body, but that kind of thing. You like to sing, maybe you'll start recording, or you set up a YouTube channel and get discovered like Justin Bieber or something like that, and that could be what the Empress is about. So I'm using only Major Arcana cards. I had explained this to all the signs too, from 2 decks, the Animal Tarot and the Angel Tarot. For this yearly forecast, I used to use what I call my hashtag creepy deck that only my longtime viewers are familiar with. And I went to pull them out so that I could do this forecast, not just for you, but I mean for all the signs, and I could not find them. I found the box right away, and the book's in the box, and the box is intact and in good shape. It's in my drawer where I keep all my cards, very organized and neat, but the box is empty. So strange. So speaking of Mercury again, we have Major Arcana card 1 here now, the Magician, which also represents the planet Mercury in the sign of Gemini. There's magic in the air. You can manifest everything you need to be successful. Behind it is that Empress now upside down. Justice. So a lot of air too. Let's point that out as well. Major Arcana card 8, Justice, represents the other air sign that Venus rules, Libra. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So just wanted to shuffle a little bit before you guys. You got the Lovers here. That's more Gemini and Mercury, as a matter of fact. Intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions. Good health. And here's another Empress. Remember, we had the Empress from the first deck, and now this is the Empress from the other deck. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourselves and others. Happy outcome. Brilliant new ideas that lead to success if you have confidence in yourself. Major Arcana card 19, the Sun, which represents the planet Jupiter and the sign of Sagittarius, which it rules, as does the wheel. But the wheel is also connected to the fixed signs, which would be Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, and Taurus. Again, Mercury is going to be retrograde during the month of January in the sign of Aquarius. So maybe that's why those energies are showing up. Also, Jupiter, again, ruler of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is currently the south node. Gemini is currently the true north node, as they call it. So that could be another reason too. Major Arcana card 2, the High Priestess, also represents the sign of Gemini. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, we even have the Roman numeral 2, which is the symbol for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Listen to your intuition. Have patience and consider carefully what you want before acting. So we just talked about paying attention to those feminine instincts, even if we are male, right? It's not gender specific, because like souls are like androgynous at the soul level. We're all androgynous at the soul level. So, you know, masculine and feminine are just archetypes. Not at all gender specific. So you too, if you are male, you still have an inner feminine. So you still have those instincts to pay attention to, gut feelings, what your heart says, all that kind of stuff. You guys notice the other devil? You just saw the two devils too. I'll do one more. And we're back to the Hermit. So after I cut these cards to help them get more mixed up, I am going to go around the table twice, making two piles of 3 rows of cards, 4 cards across each, 1 representing each month. And your new overall energy is Major Arcana card 13, release or death. It's the end of a situation or phase. Spiritual transformation. It is time to move on. And the card behind that is your card, or the card that represents your sign in the tarot. Major Arcana card 18, the Moon, directly represents the sign of Pisces. It's important to trust your intuition, even if you're unsure of what's happening. All will be revealed soon, so worry is unnecessary. That's the 3rd card that has shown up talking about your intuition. And again, we have the Sun showing up for you. And look, both suns are here now, back to back. You saw me shuffle, you saw me cut, all of that. Okay, they ended up together for a reason. Then we have the Tower behind the 2 suns. So this could be a major revelation. These suns can be about information, clarity being shown on something, something being highlighted, right? Especially where the Moon has appeared prior. The Moon is about illusion, what's done in the dark that needs to come to light. So information coming to you, clarity, revelations. The Tower can definitely be about that. A significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change. It is time to spread your wings. The next card is in reverse. It is Major Arcana card 17, the Star. So as I mentioned, I will go around now twice. This first group of cards is going to be representative of your general energy. A card for each month. And then I will go back around and lay another one that is your love and relationship. Okay, January. What do we have? General energy. It's another card that represents your energy. Major Arcana card 12, Awakening. Look at things from a different perspective. You're at a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. So, Major Arcana card 12 is actually the hangman in the traditional tarot, and it can be about feeling like you're in some sort of period of limbo, maybe not necessarily sure which way to go. And so it's time to, yes, look at things from different perspectives and, try to figure out what your next move is while, hanging in the balance, so to speak, and have this air suspension so that when the clock does start ticking again, you're ready to make a move. In your love and relationship, you have the Empress yet again. Time to hop into action. Use your natural creativity to bring forth prosperity and success in your life. So this connection could possibly, again, involve a Taurus, Libra, or Gemini, someone likened to those traits or attributes, very feminine, very sexy, very attractive to you. This could be representative of you and how other people are viewing you. It's a good time to try to get pregnant if that's something in which you're interested. If it's something that you're not interested in, it's a good time to protect yourself. Somebody could also be already learning that they're pregnant or giving birth if they've already completed their pregnancy during the month of January. One of you, a Pisces, or someone connected to a Pisces that will watch this reading. And another meaning for the hangman, even in a general sense, is about letting go of something. Often something spiritual, often like deciding you're no longer religious, you're no longer going to practice Christianity, Judaism, Islam, whatever it is, letting those things go, and you're more spiritual now, or you're feeling as if you may be connected to some sort of spiritually based relationship or partnership, whether it's business and you're getting into metaphysics, or it's romantic and you think it's a soulmate, those kind of things. And so it's about letting go, perhaps of negative emotions. And this is something I talked about in the moon reading that I just did. The last full moon of the month, the Cancer full moon, just like leaving everything in the past and starting fresh with this new year. February, general energy. Major Arcana card 8, Justice, yet again. So 2 months in a row, potentially the energy of Libra is surrounding somebody. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. This can be involving a legal situation, but in the most general sense, it's about, something probably being settled and coming to a final end and going your way. Maybe what you feel is hanging in the balance here is you're waiting for, the court case to be called, you're waiting for a document, you're waiting for the next meeting or something like that. And then in February it happens and something is completed in your favor, very likely. In your love and relationships, you have Major Arcana card 1, the Magician. Again, the energy of Venus may be involved, or perhaps in this case, if not a Libra, a Gemini, because again, she rules both. There's magic in the air. You can manifest everything you need to be successful. Yes, alternatively, this can be you and your energy, and you are manifesting the types of relationships that you are interested in your love life. And you're manifesting the opportunities to meet somebody. So, and you're putting the work behind it that you need to. So you're putting yourself in spaces where you can actually meet someone if you're single, that, if that's what you want to do, and meet the type of person that you're looking to meet, hopefully, with the Magician. March, general energy. Major Arcana card 11, Strength, which represents the sign of Leo. True strength is displayed through kindness and forgiveness and compassion. You have tremendous personal power and courage. Strength is an awesome card in any and every area of your life in which it shows up, whether it's love, financial, work, general. It always means that you're able to face any and everything that comes your way. You're able to deal with it, you're able to work your way through it, come out on top of it. When it comes to love, it's the lion, right? It's about the courage and the support, the strength. So it's like being able to mutually support one another. It's mutual, like, respect and adoration and reciprocity in the relationship. I got you, you got me, so that's how it is. And your finances, again, it's strength. It's there's strength in numbers. You ever heard that expression? It's, positive, like upticks in your bank balance and all that sort of thing. And in love and relationship, you have Major Arcana card 9, the Hermit, which is always about, well, in the general sense, the Hermit is a very spiritual card again too. But in love and relationship specifically, which is where it is in your for you this placement, it's about rekindling a relationship from the past. Take time for contemplation, to retreat, and to go within. Be a beacon for others on their path to spiritual enlightenment. Major Arcana card 9, again, most directly represents the sign of Virgo, and you have a 9 and well, you have the 9 rather, and the 11 together. So you have the Virgo and the Leo together. It could be a Cuspian or something too that you're getting involved in. Leo and Virgo are back to back. April, general energy. You have Major Arcana card 7, the Chariot. You can successfully balance various or opposing energies at once through determination and focus. You've earned the rewards and recognition that you are receiving. Chariot is about movement. So it could be something positively moving forward, whether it's metaphoric or it is literal. You could be literally moving or traveling, visiting someone, having someone visit you. This is a card of victory and success as well. Achievement could be something involving a vehicle, a car, or planes, trains, automobiles, any of those really. Something that moves people. And in love and relationship, you have another Major Arcana card 8, Justice. Fair and just decisions will be made after all of the evidence is reviewed impartially. Have compassion for others and try to see all sides of a disagreement. So, in love and I'm going to look at the Chariot in love and relationship now too. It can sometimes be about one person or one or both people like not moving at the same speed as the other. So, one moving too fast for the other, one's moving too slow for the other, or too hard, too soft, So that can be it. And love and relationship with Major Arcana card Justice is often about particularly a long-term relationship coming to an end. So it can be, I think, a long-term relationship or that relationship from the past that some of you tried, you may decide it's not working out. So rather than being, it's a long-term relationship in that sense, and that your souls have been connected for a long time, and then you're deciding no. But some of you may be in a committed relationship and deciding that that's over, that's nothing, and maybe so you can rekindle the relationship from the past. May, general energy, and his Major Arcana card 6, the Lovers. The Gemini season does start in May, at the end of May, so that could be a reason for that. It's this is again the card representative of the sign of Gemini. Intimate relationships. Carefully weigh your decisions. Good health. So this is in your general energy position. So it may be, attached to true love. But alternatively, it can also be attached to your need to make some sort of decision, what I would call a heart versus head decision. Like your heart is tugging you one way and your head is saying, well, logically, especially with the Gemini energy around you, we have to think everything through. Everything has to make sense or we can't do it. Like, we're not very emotional people, very logical people. So your head will be telling you logically, that doesn't make sense, or this does make sense. You shouldn't do, and to ignore what the heart is saying perhaps. And although I am a Gemini, I tend to discourage that and I say follow the heart. But, of course, everybody do what you will. In your love and relationship, you have Major Arcana card 4, the Emperor. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. So for me, the Emperor, he's sitting right here under the Empress too, both in the position of love and relationship. So that's interesting. But the Emperor is often somebody who is older than you, maybe more established. That could be why you're thinking, should I get involved? Should I not? You're thinking more mature, whether it is emotionally or age-wise or spiritually sometimes. And, you're at a different place, different vibration, different space in life than them. This person often has kids or has been married before, maybe a widower, a divorcee, and that may not be the case for you. So it could be an age difference. Emperor also represents the signs of Aries and Scorpio. the planet Mars, which is a ruler for them. And can also be about somebody maybe trying to become like too great an influence in your life. And there's a line with all these cards. They all have their positives and then potentially negative traits. And so this person, the Emperor, because he is so authoritarian like, does have a potential to maybe cross the line. So it could be you wanting to make a decision as to whether or not to have that kind of influence over you, or to remove somebody like that from your life as well. Is another possibility. Since this is a general reading and there's so many different possibilities, speaking of general energy for June is Major Arcana card 14, Balance or Temperance. By merging varying points of view, you can generate an extraordinary new idea, compromise with others, and collaborate to discover a better solution. So Temperance is actually a card, it's in your general energy, but it's actually a card that can be about working out the differences of something like age, deciding it doesn't matter. Age, race, creed, color, religion, as they say. Like, okay, so you're Muslim and I'm Jewish and we decide it doesn't matter. We're still interested in having some sort of relationship. So it's like you're white and I'm black, but we can come together and decide to be striped like the zebra. Or maybe we'll be polka dotted or checkerboarded or whatever. We'll figure it out. So that could be what's happened here. Somebody could have made a choice. Oh no, there's a way to work this out. Alternatively, this again is falling in your general energy, so it may have nothing to do with your love energy from the previous month. It can be about other negotiations, contracts, collaborations, working through differences where there was some sort of argument, a debate or whatever, deciding that doesn't matter. It is over. Healing. Temperance is a healing energy. It's also what I call a holding energy for me. Like it helps us to feel whole again, where something was lost or stolen, missing, we're lacking something. We feel it being restored to our lives. Even material things that had been lost, taken, you find them being replaced or either located or replaced with like equal or greater value in something else. So expect that in the month of June. And you have another Chariot as well. Again, in your love and relationship. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So because this one is specifically in love and relationship, as I mentioned before, it can be about, the needing to have a conversation about at what speed we're going to go. Both people should feel, or all the people, I'm not going to tell you not to be poly, if that's what you're into. So whoever's involved in the relationship needs to be, agreeable and comfortable with the pace and the direction. So that's a need for a conversation. On another note, looking at it from a straightforward view of the meaning of the sign of Chariot, it can be about cohabitation, deciding to move in together, or deciding to move, period, or to visit one another, or something like that in the month of June. July, general energy. It is the Dreamer, Major Arcana card 0, the Fool, about a brand new path you're walking, brand new adventure you're going to go on. Yep, you're starting a new adventure. Run free and take a leap of faith. And in your love and relationship, yet another Empress. It's like Venus is following you all year. Very nice. She is a gifter. Venus likes to give us presents and gifts. So not only is she the goddess and planet of love, but she's the goddess and planet of abundance as well. So she brings wonderful things with her when she comes. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. We could have somebody again learning that they're pregnant maybe here in January and then giving birth here in July. As well. Or somebody getting pregnant this month. And the Hierophant in your general energy for the month of August. Embrace this time of deep spiritual growth. You may feel called to act as a mentor, to find a new teacher, so like a new mentor for yourself, or to spend time with others who are also on a sacred path. And in your general energy, you have the Magician. You are ready, you have the resources or the ability to manifest them, and life is magical. So some of you, again, may be getting into some newfound spirituality, whether it's in your general life, or it's in your love life, or both. And again, you are in control of the dynamic that you're setting up. This is the second time that the Magician is showing up in your love and relationship. And both times it follows the Empress. Here we have the Empress in your love and relationship, January, followed by February, the Magician in your love and relationship. July, Empress, love and relationship, followed by August, Magician again, love and relationship. So it's about you being and feeling really attractive, and then drawing in, using that attraction, that very strong manifestation period that you're in, to draw what you want near to you. September, general energy, you have another Lovers. So you have one right here atop it. True and long-lasting love finds its way into your life. Follow your heart with caring actions and choices. So again, this is in your general energy as it was before. So it may have to do with a decision you're needing to make, a heart versus head decision. You will need to, pay attention to what your body's telling you. And my suggestion, you don't have to listen to me, but my suggestion is, to go with the heart. Then you can figure the rest out later. And love and relationship, you have Major Arcana card 20, Renewal or Judgment, which represents the planet Pluto and the sign of Scorpio, which it rules, and which again is your overall energy here. Review and evaluate, a favorable assessment of the facts. It's time to move in a new direction. Judgment rather, in general, for me, is a card that is all about abundance that is earned. So it's a very positive card. It's one of my favorites. It's when you're about to get a raise or promotion. I love getting one, from the universe. I love when it's like a spiritual or energetic increase, because that always manifests somehow down here too. It turns, if God gives you a promotion, your boss is going to give you one also, or you're going to give yourself one if you're the boss. You know what I mean? You're going to find yourself with the ability to do that, to be able to. Judgment is also about second chances, second time around. So in this case, potentially in love is where you're getting that second time around. And it would be with somebody who, again, is a genuine match for you, with it being here with the Lovers. Also, specific to relationships, Judgment can be about realizing that you've come to a crossroad and needing to decide, like, where do we go from here, if anywhere. And so you'll have to communicate that and figure that out if it applies to you. It can apply to singles as well. You could be saying, where am I in my life? What do I want to do? What kind of relationships am I looking for? Why do I keep attracting the kind I don't want? These two cards together can also talk about like love beyond death. And that death can be literal. Like you could be, memorializing or remembering nostalgically, warmly, lovingly somebody from your past that is passed away. Or it can be death, maybe as in death, looking back on somebody from whom you parted ways, like it was maybe death to that phase of your life or that connection, but you still have love in your heart. I don't feel like I need to clarify that one, but it's got me looking at this one again. And I feel like I should clarify that one. It's funny because not Major Arcana card, because the Five of Wands, Five of Wands for me can be about the planet Mars too. This is the Five of Wands here. What's the card behind it? The card behind it is a positive one. It's the Ten of Cups. Oh, these are all very positive. All right, let's look at these. I didn't look at these with you in the beginning. So I pulled out all the major arcana to do this part, and I've been doing the clarifications with the remaining minor arcana cards from both decks, just all mixed up together. So we're beginning with the Five of Wands for you. I've already shuffled them. I'm not going to shuffle them again. I'll just pull from the back here the next upright card. So in this case, it'll be this one. Occasionally, you may experience clashes with others. If you decide the matter is worth your energy, then do what you can to minimize the conflict without sacrificing your goals or beliefs. That can be what this is about, because again, like I said, this can be, I was feeling that it may go to the more negative trait, and this can be about somebody, especially when connected with the lovers, who is like trying to plan other people's lives, yeah, like make decisions for other people's lives. So you may encounter somebody like that, or feel like you're connected to a person like that. That may give you be the feeling that they give you. Maybe again because of an age difference or something. So this is not always a negative card for me. Like people see the Five of Wands and they think it's always about conflict and fighting. But for me, like I said, it represents the planet Mars as well, like the Emperor does. And Mars is the planet of action and aggression. So it can be, for me, pursuing something, very intently, very aggressively, going after, what you want. And it may very well be tied to family or a loved one. It's time to express your love and appreciation for family, be it relatives or a chosen family of close friends. Congratulations may be in order on a happy, fulfilling marriage, as well as raising happy and balanced children. And you have the Page of Wands. This is positive too. Page of Wands, often about finishing something from your past or revisiting something from your past. So you started a long time ago. You're going to get back on that project, get back into that relationship, call that friend or whatever it is. Creative opportunities that you feel passionate about are fluttering your way. Personal growth and broadened horizons will spark fresh and original ideas. Page of Wands, an Aries like this, Leo or Sagittarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. And then you have, the Six of Cups, memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children and romanticizing the past. Then the Three of Swords. That could be tied to this. That might be why I was feeling like, let me pick up the other cards now. Again, memorializing someone or something from the past, maybe it's making you feel sad too. Great sadness. Take time to heal. There's a need to forgive yourself and others. Maybe you're feeling like you can't move on in your love life because of somebody that you love from the past that is still, to whom you're still connected. Whether they are on this plane still just separated from you, or they have left this plane and are on another. The Ten of Wands follows. Too much work. Accept help from others. Life is out of balance, and that can cause stress-related health concerns. It is guiding you to make sure that you do nurture yourself. Find time to be social. King of Swords, who is intelligent, impartial, respected, and unemotional. At this time, it's very important that you communicate clearly, be objective and unemotional, and act as professionally as possible. If you need advice, seek out the most experienced expert you can find. The King of Swords is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. And here, this is not a court card, but for me, it's very much your energy. This card is so Pisces. It's time to stop procrastinating and to make a decision so that you can move forward with a priority. If you need to do more research, then do so, but don't overthink the situation. Listen to your heart. And I mean, we could go on and on. You have so many upright cards here. The Ace of Wands is next. So obviously a new beginning, something or someone about which you're passionate. Four of Cups, you needing to look into every possible opportunity that comes your way. Don't let any opportunities just pass you by without you investigating them. Three of Cups, reason to be happy, to be social, to get out there, to celebrate, to count your blessings, be thankful to be alive. And the Six of Pentacles is about like timely assistance from the universe. So something happening right on time. Something for some of you around these months, when we have all these empresses and emperors, can also potentially be going on like with your family, maybe specifically with your parents or with yourself as a parent. Something going on with you and or your children. But we haven't seen anything devastating here. We've seen pretty much positive stuff, so it's not to become concerned about. Just putting it out there. All right, I'm going to pull the next upright card to further clarify the Emperor and the Lovers, and it is the Queen of Pentacles. She is thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach and deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. This Queen of Pentacles is potentially a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. She is somebody who would want to be getting her environment like the way she wants it. She likes her environment. It could really mean her home, to just be comfortable. And she wants to work in the house, and she wants to do things. So maybe you have somebody who's trying to dictate to you how those things should be done. And you're not interested in listening to that. You want to do it your way. And you looks like you're going to be able to do it your way. 9 of Pentacles also coming up. Enjoying life's little luxuries. Spending quiet time alone and successful self-employment. So you don't necessarily need anybody else's permission or help to do what you want. Ace of Pentacles also. The inflow of abundance. A promising business venture. Important documents or contracts. The Emperor can also be, for me, it's in your love and relationship, but on its own, it can also be about government agencies, contracts, large corporations. So maybe signing something, and something you were patient for, you waited long enough, and now things are finally going your way. But something could pop up here that you'll be conflicted about. An unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. See, this is what happens when I get greedy. But even now, we don't have to worry about 6 of Swords right after it. Things are looking up. It's the end of a difficult situation. You could be even taking a trip. I should probably stop. Quit while I'm ahead. It's another 4 of Cups about you making sure you don't miss out on any opportunities. A Queen of Swords. She is somebody who follows her instincts to the T. When she shows up, whether you're an air sign or not, I know you're a Pisces, probably sun, but you could be moon or rising an air sign. Even if you're not, though, when she shows up for you, the cards are saying that you are your instincts are serving you well. You're paying very good attention to them and following them, and it's working out. It's helping you with these decisions when you got so many choices and your head's in the clouds and you don't know what to do. And here is your energy. I guess I was meant to just keep on going through all the upright cards, and you got another Ace of Pentacles. So what does all this mean? 2 Aces of Pentacles. In the meantime, the energy got screwed up with the 5 of Swords because there was conflict, there was confusion. Somebody was conflicted. All these complex decisions. Which way should I go? What should I do? And it looks like what all these cards are saying, this whole big giant pile that you have here now, is that you pretty much can't go wrong. It's like there's 2 paths, and there's one that's going to be a far easier road. And if you just keep on down that path, and maybe quit while you're ahead and not keep on like how I did, you won't hit any bumps necessarily. You can just keep on going. And in the other direction, there's a couple of roadblocks and obstacles that you're going to have to jump over. Ultimately, you still reach the same place, but it's a little faster if you go the other route. All right, back to what I was doing. October, right? Yes. General energy. It's another Emperor. Isn't that funny? How I just randomly decided to spend so much time on the Emperor over here, and there's another one here. Maybe that's what I was feeling, and I should have just looked at these. Who knows? We're beyond that now. Structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role, as you have much wisdom to offer. And in your lover relationship, it is your energy. The 18, Major Arcana card 18, the Moon. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. This is you taking charge of your life. and not being afraid. Just following those instincts. Again, they're serving you well. You're trusting them. Just go. Your soul is telling you, your body's telling you, maybe somebody on this plane is literally telling you you're ready to take on a leadership role, you're ready to be a supervisor, a manager, to own your own business, to run things, whatever the situation is. And although you don't have all the information, you're taking that guidance and you're following it in a fearless way. Whether it's in relationships, it's general, wherever it is. Wonderful. November, general energy, strength. Again, the strength to make it through any and everything that comes your way. Great inner strength. Release harsh judgments. It means no blame, no guilt, no resentment, no regret. We're just going. Also, forgiveness and compassion, very important. When strength shows up, that's a true show of strength, is the ability to release these negative emotions that you have against somebody else. And in your love relationship, something having come full circle, maybe to an end. Could be a phase of a relationship, a dynamic, could be the entire relationship itself, honestly. Congratulations on successfully accomplishing what you've set out to do. You've made it through the challenges and incorporated the life lessons that were offered to you with grace and courage. So this card shows up to say you're succeeded. So even if it is the end of a relationship, this is a positive thing for you. This is where you need to be, and the universe will now ease you out of that situation and into another that for which you are better suited. It's very similar to the Tower, except the Tower is abrupt. Boom, you're not ready. You just got to get out now of the situation, of the relationship, whatever it is. Boom, let's do it. This is, okay, we're feeling ourselves drifting apart. We're just going to let it go with the flow and go ahead and be apart. All right, and then there's the strength again to deal with that. And ending the year, December, Major Arcana card 15, Ego, the Devil. A false sense of entrapment. Being overly focused on material things and negative or fear-based thoughts. Well, for one thing, this can be about time, right? Showing up in December, that is Capricorn season. The Devil represents the sign of Capricorn. That's one possibility. And you have another world in your love and relationship. So 2 months in a row, November and December, you have the world and you have the Devil. So let's go back to that pile of cards that I had. And let's look for the next upright one that is this. We're clarifying here. There's anxiety, there is worry, there is fear about this situation, about the changes that are happening, right? Something, again, is coming to an end and it's bothering you. It's upsetting you. Your worries and fears aren't real, though. They're fueled by focusing upon the negative, which gives power to that of which you're afraid. Stop worrying, let go of fear, and everything will be okay. Queen of Fire, this is you being confident, strong, again, the ability to lead, take on whatever. The Queen of Fire is confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. This can also be Jupiter energy helping you out in December, maybe in the beginning, in Sagittarius season. Then you have the King of Cups. He is trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice and charity work. The King of Cups is a Pisces like yourself, perhaps. This could be your energy. Cancer or Scorpio, someone likened to those traits or attributes. And then we have this Five of Earth. All these cards are about being afraid. So I want to end on what's next. Okay? It's saying this too is about being afraid, very possibly about financial matters. Fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, and uncertain self-employment. It doesn't only mean that for me, though. It can be love and relationship related too, like fear of rejection, fear of commitment, fear of abandonment, all those sorts of things. That's why I wanted to end on a better note, and I just knew that the next card was going to be something more positive that tells us how we can avoid this kind of fear. And how we can do that is by thinking positive and manifesting positive things into our life instead. like what the Nine of Cups does for us. Now's the time when your dreams come true. Don't worry about how this will happen. Just give gratitude to God for all that you have and all that's still to come. And if you can maintain that kind of mindset, the Nine of Cups shows up to say your prayers are going to be answered, your wishes are going to be granted, and your dreams are going to come true. Right there for you in December of 2021. Hope you guys have enjoyed your yearly forecasts. Check out your sun, moon, and rising sign for the full picture. Namaste.